Good day YouTube, welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you how I connect my Palstar HF-Auto to my PC, where Thetis has a new feature that you can actually display and control your HF-Auto remotely. So this is the cable that I got from Palstar. You see? It says Palstar. This is how it came in. And the color, again, it's not black, kind of girlish, pink, but I don't care. This is going to be installed behind the Palstar anyways. And the USB-N will be connected to my PC. Alright, so what if your PC, let me disconnect this, is located over here and your Palstar is not adjacent to where your PC is, but maybe it's about more than 10 feet across and located somewhere, you know, on the other side of your desk. And this cable isn't long enough. Yes, you are looking at a bathroom in my shack. That is a bathroom. This is what I use. I'm going to try this and see if this works. This is an extension, USB extension. You see that? So you can extend it if you have your PC located somewhere not so adjacent to your HF-Auto. Okay, let me unbox this cable really quick. We'll see how long this is. So, man, it looks like it's about 3 feet. That's all you get, man. You just get almost an arm's length. Maybe it's about 3 feet. So, like I said, if your HF-Auto is here, you plug this into the back of the HF-Auto and you don't have close access to a computer. I can't even reach to the other side of the table, okay? So I would have to use an extension. But I want to go ahead and test this extension out, connect it in line, and see if it actually works. One thing to note, in the back of the HF-Auto, you have a firmware update switch. It says switch either left or right. If you happen to touch that, right now I can't look at it, but if you happen to touch that and you move the switch to the program mode, it might not work. So that's something to troubleshoot with, to think about. Okay, I got one more to remove. These wire ties. Alright, so this is a 6-foot extension, okay? I bought it again from Amazon. If you want to get the exact one that I got, I'll post a link down in the description. So, yeah, the cable that comes with it, I don't know, I don't want to measure it. I have the tape in the other room. I don't feel like getting it. But it's just short of, maybe it's 4 feet. So you would need an extension. So let me connect that to my extension. Okay, that's connected. This is going to go to the back, the RS-232. That's going to go to the back of the Palstar. Okay, I found the rocker switch. That, you hear it? Now I'm trying to feel for where the RS-232. There it is. I got it in. I'll tighten that up later, but it's plugged in. So RS-232 is behind the Palstar. The extension connector cable is connected. and I'm going to find a USB port in the back of the computer. I'm the only one at home right now. Baby girl is at work or is at school, and my girlfriend's out with breakfast with the girls. Okay, I plugged it in. I heard my Dell computer make a notification that there's a connection. Now let's get back on the computer and let's try to configure that for COM port. Hey, check this out. There is a note right here that says it is recommended not to use any USB extension cable between the computer and the USB to the RS-232 converter. That connection runs at a high speed and may not function properly. Well, I'm going to give it a shot because since I already have that extension. So what they're asking you is to use a RS-232 DB9 extension cable from the adapter to the HFAuto. Alright, so let's give this one a shot with the USB and see if it works, since I already have it and it's connected. Hey guys, welcome to my desktop. I'm trying something different here today. I got Thetis running, background noise on 10 meters. If you're interested, I'm running the latest version of Thetis, version 2.10.3.8, development 1. Alright, so I spoke with Richie last week. His call sign is MW0LGE. And I asked him, what kind of cable are you using to connect your computer to the HFAuto? And he showed me, well, didn't show me, he told me he was using the cable that's supplied by Palstar. So I bought one. And I'll let me show you where it's located in case you can't find it. So you go to the Palstar webpage. Under the manual tuners, or correction, auto tuners, you're going to select auto tuners. And also select the HFAuto cables. That's where you would find it. So this is the cable. It's $34.95 plus shipping. But what's funny is those guys at Palstar didn't update the price. So when you click on buy now, it's going to register as a price of $24.95. So I guess it's a good buy. So go ahead and buy one. All right. That's where you get your cable. You know, I'm sure that you can buy one on Amazon for a little cheaper, or even eBay. But I'm not sure. I think it requires an FTDI cable, a chip with inside a cable. Okay, so next one. I'm going to show you where to download the program HFAuto controller. So here's the link here. It's a GitHub link. And that's where you download it. This is HFAuto controller version 1.04. That's the latest. And it was posted about 8 hours ago. So I'm going to download it. I'm going to download the MSI. Complete. I have the older version installed. Let me show you where it is. I'm going to get an error because I don't have the COM ports connected. Like I said, I just got the cable. So this is version 1.0.1. I'm going to uninstall that. The way to uninstall it, I go to the search and I'll do an add and remove. Type in add or remove. And this pops up. And what I look for, I type in here HF and see what pop up. HF controller, this is version 1.0.1. The 3 dots, I'm going to click on it and uninstall it. Okay, it's uninstalled. So now I'm going to reinstall the newer version. So I'll bring up my downloads, and it's right here. This is the one that I downloaded today at 11 o'clock. So I'm going to double click on it. Click on more. Run it anyways. Next. Accept the agreement. Do a complete install. Click install. And click finish. Now I don't have the COM ports. Excuse me. I don't have the COM ports currently set up because right now COM 3, what's indicating here is the COM 3 that I'm using for my Mercury Lux PC remote controller. If I click on it, you see that I'm using COM 3. So once I have the cable connected, and then let's see what comms are available. I go to the search bar here and I type in their device manager. Go under device manager and then under the ports. Once I have that cable connected, you will see there will probably be a USB serial, and it might be COM4, but there's a COM4 already here, so it might be COM9. We'll see. We'll look at that together. But for now, let me show you the cable that I got from Palstar, and it's not the cable color like this, black. Mine is kind of girlish. Okay, once you have your HFAuto installed, there's going to be an icon on screen right here. It says HFAuto. Normally it will be on the upper left corner of your desktop, but I moved it for this video because I got Thetis opened. So double click on that. It brings up your HFAuto controller. Let's confirm that it's a COM port available. So go to your device manager again. Here's your ports. And you notice that there's a new one called USB serial port COM9. So that's good. I gotta change this one, HFAuto, to COM9. Like this. We'll do a refresh. Oh, I can't refresh it. Just reselect COM9 and then connect to it. That's good. Now what we're seeing here are all the values located on the HFAuto. Let me find a camera here. The camera on the right. Okay, here's the right camera. I can take this. One second. I gotta route this through another cable. Sorry about that. Going inverted on you. Alright, so this is my Logitech camera. Straighten that up. There you go. Now you can see what's going on.
November 7, November Alpha Victor. This is Kilo 4 Oscar Juliet Whiskey Daniel in Seneca, South Carolina. How copy?
Alright, so now you can see what it's doing. I'm going to move this. Over here so I can zoom in on it. If I click it on manual, it goes to manual. So you can change the mode just like that. Yeah, it's working. How cool is that? I'm gonna go to 40 meters. I didn't even key up. The HFAuto followed the radio. If you look on my Thetis, I'm on 7178, and I haven't keyed up to tune it. I'm going to tune it anyways. Here I go. 1.10. I'm going to fine tune it. I'm going to see how I do that. I think I click on this. Yep. All right, 1.05. 1.03 right there is the lowest. I'm only pushing out 10 watts of power. So in order to store this, you need to have RF going to it. You can see on the HFAuto, it says there is 10 watts of power. Click store, and it's stored. On key. I'm using my transmit antenna instead of my loop antenna, okay? So there it is. So if I'm going to change bands, I'm going to go to 80 meters. Without transmitting whatever was in memory of the HFAuto, it followed. So I'm just going to tune up here on 80 meters. 10 watts of power. This SWR is 1.16. I'm going to go over here and toggle. I'm in manual mode. I'm making adjustments, 1.06, 1.05. Look at that, 1.01. 1.0. While there's RF energy or being transmitted, 10 watts of power, store. And then turn off the tune. So that's it. I'm going to go back to 40 meters. The HFAuto just tuned to what was stored. And it's in the manual mode, right? It still shows manual, and so does the radio itself, or the tuner itself. I'm going to go to auto. Go back to 80 meters. Without RF, the values are changing. I'm going to tune 1.03. I'm going to go back to 40. I'm just making a demonstration. There's no RF. You know what? I'm going to turn on that other camera. There you go. Yeah, I can leave that down there. All right. So let's do this again. Go to 80 meters. Without any RF going through it, it changed the values, and it is now tuned to 1.03. I'm transmitting 9 watts of power right now. Let me see, forward power 8 watts. All right, going to 40 meters. No transmit. That's just communicating to my computer via the USB cable. Using that extension. Remember, I got that extension. So it does work. So that might be a cheaper route. Just get a USB extension, 6 foot, so you can reach. I like this. I don't need to put my hands on it, even though it's a habit of fine tuning it. I like to get the lowest SWR, even though it's going to work, right? The 1.02, if you want to fine tune it, you have to have RF in it, I think. Yeah, you do. You need to have RF. So add some power. You need to go to manual mode, so it populates your adjustment values here. There's a button here for fine. I guess you can fine tune it. Now that's the best I can get. It's 1.05 on this frequency. And then store it, unkey. So this is a cool feature. This is the latest version, 1.0.4. And let's go to 10 meters. Alright, that's 10 meters, no RF. I'm in the manual mode, but it's still in the manual mode. It's going to change the values, your C and L values, and put it right there. A quick tune, 1.17. I'm going to go off frequency a little bit there. 1.12, it's in manual. You have to be in manual in order to make changes. Unkey the fine tuning and then make changes. 1.01, save it, unkey. Wow. I'm going to make another video on how you can actually, while you're in thetas, for you non-users and HL Lite, Hermes Lite, where you can go into your appearance and then you go to your multimeters and then you can create a container. You can create a container to build a replica display of your HF tuner, and then you can have the similar color like yellow background. So I'm going to do a video on that in the future, and I will also leave a link above so that you can actually see how to do it. Richie already put a video out on how to do it, so I'll leave that link again above. That is so cool. I mean, you can have this in here somewhere. Put it on a different monitor. Here also, I run the what you call it, the Mercury Lux right here. As you can see, the Mercury Lux. That's right there. I can let's go back on 40 meters. Again, without transmitting, it followed me, but I always want to check it, so I'll tune it. I'm in the manual mode, so I can click it back to auto, tune it again, 1.03. So even on the manual mode, it's going to change the values to match the lowest SWRs that you have saved in the HFAuto. And here's my amplifier. I can turn on the fan. Watch the power output. 700 watts SWR. 1.1 SWRs. 1.03, 800 watts out. How cool is that? 2 watts reflected power. Okay, this is take 2 on the HFAuto controller. So I have it working here. Currently have an auto. I can go to manual, and you can see in the camera on the upper right, when I change it to auto, it goes to auto. From antenna 1 to antenna 2, there's no antenna connected to it, by the way. Antenna 3, there's no antenna connected to that. I only have a 40 meter sky loop on this QTH. So back to antenna 1. So that's how it's connected. It works well. And watch Richie's video when he talks to you about this functionality here, about the advanced configuration, where you can say you can only transmit 20 meters on this antenna and have it look for antenna port 2. Maybe that might be a dedicated 20 meter antenna. Antenna 1 could be your sky loop antenna on the roof, in my case, and antenna 3 could be your dummy load. So I'm not going to go over all those different features on that. In this video, I just want to show you the connectivity that you can connect your computer to the HFAuto, and how this works with the HFAuto without transmitting any RF energy. You can change bands, and the antenna tuner is going to go to the pre-selected settings where you had it stored originally. For example, again, going to 40 meters from 20 meters, just like that. And I'm going to tune it up real quick. I'm going to manual mode to fine tune it. Store it. Unkey. Back to auto. Alright guys, cool beans. That was a wrap. I'm happy with the configuration on how I can manipulate my HFAuto without even laying a hand on it. Just go over here onto your screen and make your changes there, fine tune it and everything. So I appreciate the support, Richie, and appreciate you developing this program for the ham community. Hey guys, my name is Darren, and my amateur radio call sign is N4VFR. If you're new to my channel, please consider to subscribe, give me a like and a comment. And by the way, just a reminder that USB extension cable did work. So if you need an extension, that's another option to use so that you can control your HFAuto. So 73s, have a great day.